In the heart of Seoul, where lights never sleep, lived a man named Min-ho. He had all the success one could dream of, yet his heart felt hollow. His apartment touched the clouds, his career was the envy of many. But in the quiet between meetings and deadlines, an emptiness echoed. He believed the next achievement would fill the void. The next promotion would bring meaning. But he was searching in all the wrong places. Then came the call that changed everything. His mother was sick. The words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken regrets. In that moment, the important became trivial. The urgent became irrelevant. There was only one thing that mattered. He left the gray city behind, traveling toward green memories. Each mile felt like peeling back years, returning to who he used to be. The air here smelled different. Of earth and childhood and simpler times. The noise of the city was replaced by the silence of truth. There it stood, his childhood home, waiting as if time had paused just for his return. His mother looked small in her bed, yet her eyes held universes of love. When they found his, a silent understanding passed between them. That night in his old room, ghosts of his younger self whispered from every corner. The boy he was, the man he became, meeting at last. His fingers found something in the closet darkness, a wooden box covered in the dust of neglected years. It felt heavy with more than wood, heavy with time lost. With hands that remembered being young, he untied the faded ribbon. The lid opened with a sigh, as if relieved to finally be seen. Inside lay stacks of letters, dozens of them, all in his mother's handwriting, all unopened. He had been too busy climbing too important with appointments to receive his mother's heart. Each unopened envelope was a door he had closed. My dear Min-ho, spring has dressed the hills in green again. The persimmon tree you loved as a boy is heavy with sweet fruit. I saved the biggest one for you. Letter after letter she painted her lonely days with words. Each sentence a brushstroke in a masterpiece of maternal love. Her world was small, but her heart was infinite. 5 years of her life sent into silence. 5 years of his excuses piling up like unread promises. Time he could never get back. Then his fingers found the newest letter. The paper still crisp with hope, dated just 1 week ago. Her persistence humbled him. He unfolded the paper slowly, as if handling a sacred text. This wasn't just paper and ink. This was a mother's soul. My son, I see the city lights in your photographs. They look so beautiful. I pray they bring you the happiness you seek. Do not worry about me. Just knowing you are living your dream is enough joy for this mother's heart. All this time he thought he was building an empire when he was only building walls. Walls that kept out the purest love he would ever know. The love that asked for nothing and gave everything. The successful man shattered then, not into pieces of failure but into fragments of understanding. His tears fell not on paper but on the altar of wasted years. They were the rain that would let new things grow. The morning sun revealed a different man. One whose emptiness had been filled with purpose. One whose blindness had been healed by truth. Min-ho was reborn in the ashes of his regrets. No emails were checked that morning. No calls were returned. There was only one priority now, and she was waking in the next room. He stood in his mother's kitchen, where she had cooked countless meals with love. Now his hands, usually typing on cold keyboards, prepared her porridge with sacred intention. Each stir was an apology. Each ingredient was a promise. Spoon by spoon he fed her. Not from duty, but from devotion finally awakened. This simple act contained multitudes. It was everything. A single tear traced the map of her life on her cheek. And in that tear Min-ho saw not sadness, but the purest happiness he had ever witnessed. It was the joy of being seen, the joy of being remembered. In that humble act of feeding his mother he found the success that had eluded him in skyscrapers. This connection, this love in action was the only achievement that truly mattered. Everything else was noise. The meetings could be rescheduled, the deadlines could be extended, but this moment with his mother, This was the only real currency, the currency of the heart. As days unfolded like gentle poetry, something beautiful bloomed between them. Not just her health returning, but their relationship rediscovered. They were meeting each other for the first time as adults, as equals, as friends. He learned to be present, truly present, not chasing some distant tomorrow but fully alive in this precious today. The past was gone, the future was uncertain, but the present was a gift, and he would no longer waste it. Minho discovered that life's truest treasures don't arrive with notifications or announcements. They don't shine with city lights or come with impressive titles. They wait patiently in dusty boxes, in quiet hearts, in simple bowls of porridge. They speak in the language of tears and the poetry of silent understanding, and they are always, always ready to lead us home.